You need to know this before playing Powerball again. Your chances of winning the Powerball are slim, but some strategies improve those chances. What makes these odds so astronomical? And are there any secrets to improving them? Let's dive in. Understanding lottery games. The world of lottery games can be an exciting opportunity to win a lot of money, but it's much more complicated than simply winning by chance. To really stand a chance of playing Powerball, the biggest of all lotteries, let's look at other types of lotteries. First, let's explore scratch-off tickets. These are a type of instant lottery games that provide instant gratification. You buy a ticket, scratch off the covering, and quickly find out whether you've won. Scratchers are perfect for those who love a quick result. They come in various themes and price points, with prizes ranging from a free ticket to a life-changing sum of money. But remember, the simplicity of scratches doesn't necessarily mean better odds. Now let's move to draw games. These are the big events where anticipation builds up until numbers are drawn, often in a dramatic live ceremony. State-level draw games can be quite the sensation, offering substantial prizes. However, they are just the tip of the iceberg regarding the ultimate lottery experience, which is the national draw games. The Powerball is the biggest of all lotteries. Powerball has become a cultural phenomenon, capturing the imagination of millions. Why? It's all about the jackpots. These jackpots are massive, sometimes reaching the billion-dollar mark. The mere thought of such a prize can send waves of excitement nationwide. When the Powerball jackpot swells, it creates a buzz, a shared dream of what if? The allure of Powerball lies in its ability to transform lives instantly. It's a ticket to a fantasy, a shortcut to a life we've all dreamt of. But it's important to approach these games with a blend of hope and realism. The odds are steep, the competition fierce, and the outcomes unpredictable. Yet the allure remains undeniable. Each ticket, while playing the lottery, holds a tiny spark of possibility. Whether it's the immediate reveal of a scratcher or the suspenseful wait for a Powerball draw, these games continue to fascinate and entertain. The odds of winning. The odds of winning the Powerball can be complex. You're not alone if you've ever found yourself daydreaming about what you'd do with those millions. But hold that thought, because the odds of winning the Powerball jackpot are a staggering 1 in 300 million. To put this into perspective, let's compare these odds with other forms of gambling, like roulette. In roulette, betting on a single number gives you odds of 1 in 37 or 1 in 38, depending on the version. These odds might seem slim, but they're a drop in the ocean compared to the Powerball. Winning the jackpot is similar to the roulette ball landing on your chosen number multiple times in a row, an event so rare it borders on the miraculous. But why are these odds so incredibly slim? It's all in the design. The Powerball draws 5 white balls out of a drum with 69 and 1 red ball out of a drum with 26. Combining these numbers creates a vast pool of potential outcomes, precisely 300 million. This enormous number of combinations is what makes the jackpot so elusive and, ironically, so incredibly alluring. The less likely the event, the bigger the payoff, and Powerball jackpots are nothing if not big. So, when you're watching those numbers roll out during a draw, remember each combination has an equal chance of being picked. Your lucky numbers, birth dates, or anniversaries stand the same chance as any random combination. It's a level playing field influenced by luck. In comparing Powerball to roulette, we see a clear illustration of the risk-reward relationship in gambling. The easier it is to win, the smaller the prize, and vice versa. The Powerball sits at the extreme end of the spectrum. The odds are minuscule, but the potential reward is mind-boggling. Understanding these odds is crucial. It grounds our expectations in reality and reminds us of the game's true nature. It's a lottery, after all, where chance reigns supreme. It's important to keep these odds in mind when playing the lottery. They put the dream of winning into perspective, painting a picture of how extraordinary a lottery win truly is. Strategies that don't increase winning odds. There are many strategies that contrary to popular belief, don't actually increase your chances of winning the Powerball. Before playing Powerball again, it's crucial to debunk some of the most common misconceptions and shed light on what experts and mathematicians say about these tactics. First on this myth-busting list is the idea of playing certain numbers. You've probably heard advice like, play your birthday, or lucky number 7 never fails. The truth is that Powerball numbers are drawn randomly. This means every number has an equal chance of being selected, regardless of whether it's a lucky number, a birth date, or a seemingly random pick. The draw doesn't know or care about personal significance, since it's all about random chance. Another strategy often talked about is playing sequential numbers. Some players believe that a string of numbers like 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 have a better shot at winning. However, this belief doesn't hold up under scrutiny. As per mathematicians and lottery experts, sequential numbers have the same probability as any other combination. Remember, each Powerball draw is an independent event, with the balls having no memory of previous draws. So why do these misconceptions persist? Part of the reason lies in our human nature. We love patterns and often seek them out, even where they don't exist. This tendency is known as apophenia, and it's why people think certain numbers are due to hit, or that they can predict the next draw based on past results. But in a random game like Powerball, previous outcomes don't influence future ones. Experts in probability and mathematics repeat this advice. They remind us that the best strategy in a game governed by chance is to have no strategy at all. Each combination of numbers is as likely to come up as any other. So your odds remain the same whether you pick your numbers manually or opt for a quick pick, where the system chooses random numbers for you. It's important to recognize these strategies for what they are, which are a fun way to choose your numbers. Nothing more. They don't increase your odds of winning, but can add a personal touch to your lottery experience. Unique approaches to increase chances. Some unique approaches might give you an edge in how you win. These strategies are about outsmarting the crowd, not the system. Firstly, consider selecting unpopular numbers to avoid sharing the jackpot. It's a common scenario that when a Powerball jackpot is won, the prize is often split between multiple winners. This division happens because many players tend to choose familiar sequences or significant dates, such as birthdays, which only go up to 31. Choosing numbers above 31 might not boost your chances of winning, but it could reduce the likelihood of sharing the jackpot if you win. This approach is about playing smart, winning big by standing apart from the crowd. These stories highlight the lengths people will go to in pursuing lottery fortune. They represent a fascinating intersection of mathematics, economics, and human ambition. However, it's crucial to remember that the lottery is, at its core, a game of chance. No strategy, no matter how well planned or executed, can change the fundamental odds of the game. Logistical challenges and realities. There are many logistical challenges in pursuing the big lottery wins, especially when considering tactics like buying massive amounts of tickets. One of the most difficult tasks is purchasing many tickets. Imagine trying to cover all possible Powerball combinations. That's a daunting 300 million tickets. Even with a dedicated team, the logistics of such an endeavor are overwhelming. You'd need to manage the time and resources to buy tickets, ensure no combination is missed, and handle the physical paper volume. Moreover, the investment required would be colossal, and the return is risky at best. This strategy is a logistical nightmare. This leads us to historical examples of attempts to buy out lotteries. One notable instance occurred in 1986 in New South Wales, Australia. A syndicate tried to purchase every possible combination in a lottery draw. Similarly, in 1992 in Virginia, USA, a group attempted the same feat. These ambitious endeavors required immense coordination and investment, with the Virginia group reportedly buying over 5 million tickets. While these efforts were logistically impressive, they were risky and not entirely successful in cornering the jackpot. Then there are legal and practical limitations. Lottery regulations vary by state and country, but one common thread is the prohibition of automated bulk buying. You can't just walk into a store and request every possible combination. In most cases, tickets must be purchased manually, adding to the impracticality. Additionally, lotteries have measures to prevent such schemes, ensuring the game remains fair and accessible to all. These rules are in place to maintain the integrity of the lottery as a game of chance for everyone. Jackpot splitting is another reality often overlooked in grand plans to win big. Even if you are able to overcome the logistical hurdles and secure your jackpot-winning ticket, there's still a chance that someone else, armed with just a single ticket and a dream, has picked the same winning numbers. In such a case, the jackpot is split, significantly reducing your share. This risk is inherent in playing lotteries with shared number pools like the Powerball. State variations in lottery odds. An intriguing aspect emerges when playing the Powerball and lottery games, which is the variation in winning odds and returns across different states. This variation can be a game changer for lottery enthusiasts, offering insights into where and how to play for better chances and returns. Some states are known for higher winning probabilities or better returns. You might think that all states offering Powerball have the same odds, but the story changes when we consider state-specific games. These local games often have better odds due to a smaller pool of participants. Additionally, certain states are known for higher return rates on lottery games, meaning a greater portion of ticket sales is returned to players through winnings. One case in point is Oregon in 1999 and Texas in the mid-2000s. An $18 million jackpot was up for grabs in Oregon, yet the state hadn't sold many tickets. This unusual situation meant that anyone buying a ticket had a slightly increased chance of not having to share the jackpot, thus potentially enjoying a better return on their investment. Similarly, during the mid-aughts, certain drawings saw fewer participants in Texas, resulting in higher odds of winning for those who did play. These cases show how ticket sales volume significantly impacts odds and returns. It's a simple equation where fewer tickets sold equals fewer people to share the winnings, increasing the value of each win. However, it's essential to remember that better odds in the lottery world are still quite slim. A slight increase in probability doesn't guarantee a win, it merely nudges the chances ever so slightly in your favor. Understanding the nuances of state variations in lottery odds can be valuable for players. While it doesn't change the overall nature of lotteries as games of chance, it does offer a strategic angle for those looking to maximize their potential returns. Scratchers, a hidden opportunity. Commonly viewed as the less favored option in the lottery, scratchers might just be a hidden opportunity for those looking to get a taste of winning. With their instant results and variety of games, scratchers offer a different kind of lottery experience. But what about the rate of return? Unlike draw games like Powerball, where the odds are astronomically low, scratchers often offer better odds of winning smaller prizes. This doesn't mean that you're guaranteed to win, but statistically your chances of winning something are higher compared to draw games. It's crucial to understand that while the chance of winning a prize might be higher, the likelihood of winning a large jackpot remains slim. When it comes to choosing which scratchers to play, there's a strategy that smart players use, which is looking at the remaining prizes. As a game progresses, some of the big prizes are claimed, but many tickets are still in circulation. You can make a more informed decision by checking which games still have many high-value prizes left. This strategy hinges on the idea that your chances of hitting a big prize are better in a game where most of the top prizes are still unclaimed. This brings us to an invaluable resource for scratcher players. Scratch-off odds websites track the number of prizes claimed and unclaimed in each scratch-off game. They provide updated information on which games still have major prizes available, thereby helping players make more strategic choices. It's a way of using data to your advantage, turning the often random act of picking scratchers into a more calculated decision. Scratchers offer a different kind of lottery thrill with slightly better odds and the excitement of instant results. By understanding the rate of return, utilizing strategies to select tickets with the most unclaimed prizes, and leveraging online resources, you can elevate your scratcher game experience. The illusion of guaranteed wins. When discussing lottery strategies, the illusion of guaranteed wins can be a tempting notion. It's a call that attracts players with the promise of infallible tactics, especially in niche lottery games with seemingly better odds. Niche lottery games, such as 4-digit number games, often have better odds. In these games, players select a combination of numbers, usually ranging from 0000 to 9999. With a finite number of combinations, the odds of winning seem more favorable compared to the astronomical odds of big jackpot games like Powerball. However, while the odds are indeed more favorable, they are far from a guarantee of winning. The attraction of these games lies in their perceived manageability. But as with all forms of gambling, the outcome hinges on chance. The story of Marge and Jerry Selby is a fascinating example of exploiting a perceived loophole in the lottery system. In the Massachusetts cash windfall game, they recognized a statistical quirk. When the jackpot reached a certain point without a winner, the game's rules funneled the jackpot into significantly increasing the payouts of smaller prizes. Sensing an opportunity, the Selbys bought large quantities of tickets, banking on winning enough of these smaller prizes to make a profit. Their story is unique, not just in their success, but in their methodical approach to exploiting the game's structure. This brings us to the concept of increased smaller prizes. In certain lotteries, the structure is such that when jackpots reach high levels without winners, the value of smaller prizes increases. This redistribution can create a scenario where the return on a ticket becomes statistically more favorable. However, it's crucial to note that this situation is rare and often short-lived. The Selby's success story is an outlier, not a standard. While niche lottery games with better odds and scenarios with increased smaller prizes might seem like a shortcut to guaranteed wins, they remain embedded in the unpredictable nature of gambling. The idea of a surefire win in the lottery is, more often than not, an illusion. The psychological aspect of lotteries. The lottery fantasy is a powerful force. It's the daydream of life after a big win. Whether it is quitting your job, buying your dream house, or traveling the world, this fantasy is about the freedom and possibilities that seem within reach with a winning ticket. This strong and widespread appeal connects with our basic wishes for an extraordinary life. Many lottery players have shared stories about why they play. For some, it's a ritual, a small weekly or monthly expenditure for the thrill of what if? For others, it's a beacon of hope in tough times, a chance, however slim, at a better life. One player remarked, "I know my chances are slim, but the small amount I spend is worth it for the few days of dreaming." These anecdotes highlight the lottery's role as a game of chance and a ticket to a temporary escape from reality. However, balancing this dream with the reality of the odds is crucial. The harsh truth is that the likelihood of winning big is extremely low. This understanding should be the anchor that keeps lottery players grounded. Enjoy the fantasy, but be mindful of the expense and the statistical improbability of winning. It's essential to approach the lottery as a form of entertainment rather than a serious investment or a surefire way out of financial difficulties. The psychological appeal of the lottery is undeniable. However, as we navigate the excitement and hope that lotteries bring, staying grounded in reality is important to play the odds strategically. Winning the Powerball might seem like a distant fantasy, but remember that at the end of the day, it is a game of odds that can be hacked with a smart strategy. Playing and winning the Powerball comes with many hidden costs too, that most people aren't even aware of. You won't want to miss out on the hidden costs of winning the Powerball jackpot that you can check out in this video.